what I've got for you here. Check it out. Woman fined after walking husband on a lead and telling police he was a dog.
Well,
Right? Yeah. Now there's more to
maybe
this
he
story.
pisses on the carpet.
Now I don't. That's what I thought. I was thinking, all right, just leave them to it if it's their own little weird sex thing. But
Yeah.
I'll read on. So, when stopped by the police, she claimed that her partner was in fact a dog. According to local media on Saturday, Quebec said that people would have to stay indoors between 8 a.m. and 5 a.m. In a bid to halt the spread of the coronavirus.
I
However,
can see where this is going.
yeah. However, dog walkers are allowed to be outside during this time, in an exception to the rules. Police spotted the pair in Sherbrooke at around 9 p.m., just after the rules took effect. Both of them were fined. Oh, £893.
That
Jesus
is animal
Christ.
cruelty
Christ.
right there.
Yeah, despite the claims they were acting within the rules for pets. Now, do you reckon that's legit?
Like,
I mean,
They
obviously
I
they were
mean,
just trying to.
it was a good attempt. However, I think it was an interesting story when the police got back down to the station.
Now the question is, we obviously know that the husband was on the leash, but was he walking on 2 legs or 4? Because that would have given it away.
Ooh, I think you would have to go 4, wouldn't you? Just to be like,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
all right, I'm giving this some effort.
I mean, how committed are they to this scam? You know.
Well, the question is, was he wearing the thingy before the police showed up, or was it just like,
was what the collar and lead.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
ipso facto,
you legend.
yeah, that
Possibly.
that scares me actually. Subscribe
What's
with
that?
Prime, mate. That scares me so much because we have no.
What's just happened?
So I think Oscar Tuck just did something very nice. As subscribe with Prime, but we have no structure for that. Do you know what I mean?
No, we're gonna have to get something in place.
Yeah, we're gonna
And we can
have to now.
retroactively.
So don't worry
We can
about it.
retroactively
We'll
reward.
we'll get something going. But
Thank you very much as well.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Ryan,
a
Is that
champion.
all? That's all.
Ryan, say thank you.
Thank you, Oscar.
Yeah, there we go. All right, sweet. We're all caught up.
Uh,
I completely lost where I was, but that's
we were talking
not
about
a bad
the
thing.
scamming dog walker.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that was it. That was pretty much the end of.
I'm gonna
that.
stick with Scotland because we did so well with the last news story.
Are we going to Scotland now?
Well, we're going Scottish,
All right.
not necessarily Scotland. So
Yeah.
in honor of Burns Night, I don't know if you know, this is like a Scottish traditional holiday. A packet of haggis has been launched to the edge of space for the first time.
I mean, if you're
What?
gonna launch something,
Someone
Yeah.
literally launched a packet of haggis into space, or the edge of space, in honor of Burns Night. So Scottish butcher Simon Howie worked with space education and research firm Stratonauts to launch the 454-gram haggis in Perth and Kinross this month. Haggis was attached to a weather balloon and soared more than 20 miles above the Earth, equivalent to nearly 4 times the height of Everest.
Ooh.
Pretty impressive.
Is it a Tesla though? I mean, no, it's
I
still.
mean, it's like the Scottish version of a Tesla. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised they didn't send Iron Brew.
Now this is the thing that people don't think about though.
Yeah.
Is eventually what goes up must come down. So someone is getting a face full of haggis.
Ooh. Was it
So like someone in
pre-cooked?
China,
imagine,
or,
imagine
someone in like rural China is just walking through the mountains, and all of a sudden a packet of haggis just slaps him on the head.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not a bad
If you get
one,
hit with if you get hit with a packet of haggis, you're dead. From that height, there's no way you survive.
Well, yeah. What is it like
It was
A
454
50p.
grams.
a 50p off of the Eiffel Tower? That can do you in.
Yeah,
That can
exactly.
do
It's
you
all
in
to
well
do with
good.
velocity.
Yeah. Not
Yeah,
not
so-
a good way to go.
You have got more strange world stories than me, I think. So
Mate,
like, do you
I've
want to,
got
like
loads.
2 of them?
I will. All right. And then we'll play a song. And
Yeah,
then
cool.
all right, sweet. Oh, what one do I go for? Here we go. Man changes his name to Celine Dion after having far too much to drink.
As you do.
Yeah.
Wait there. How would he manage to do this
What?
in COVID times?
What do you mean? You just send a letter?
Everything's shut. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know. I assume that. Well, I mean, if he was drunk, yeah, I doubt he wrote and sent the letter while he was drunk. I thought he just like
No,
went
he probably
into like.
email. He probably did it online or some shit.
probably
You
email.
can do it
Yeah,
online now.
actually,
Maybe.
I'm living
I
in the
didn't think
past.
you'd be able to just change your name online.
Yeah,
You know,
you
like
just
just to protect yourself, sort of thing.
you go on depot.com and you just change it. But no, so Thomas Dodd, otherwise known as Celine, had the idea while watching one of the Canadian singer's concerts on YouTube over Christmas. He thought it would be a great idea to pay £89 to officially take her name, but completely forgot about it when the official deed poll documents landed on his doorstep on Wednesday. Once you receive your papers, you need to sign them before an independent witness and inform your relevant records holder before the name is considered changed. But Thomas has no plans to go back on his decision and hopes it
Right.
might get him backstage at one of his idol's future gigs.
I
That's-
mean,
I mean that.
Y-
If there's one way to get a restraining order on you,
I was
that
gonna
is the
say,
way.
I was gonna say, like, if I was a famous singer and someone came to my concert and they were like, "I've got the same name as you, can I come backstage?" I'd be like, "Yeah, no."
yeah,
I'd
that's
be like, get that person away from me now.
I've got a tattoo of you on my chest and legs.
I'm
You
somewhere
t-
else.
Yeah.
Have you
Wanna
seen
see?
some of these people getting tattoos of like Mia Khalifa and that on their body?
Oh mate, it's
That is
crazy.
the most creepiest thing in the world.
Why
Yeah, it
though?
is pretty bad.
She was
I have
know,
no
creeped
like-
out.
idea.
It
Didn't
doesn't
she
even
start?
matter
Mate.
who it is. Like, why would you get anyone? Like, unless it's like, I don't know, maybe you're like kid or something. Why would you get anyone's face tattooed on you?
Do you want to know what I'd get?
Well,
What would you get?
I'd get a life-size tattoo of my own face on my face in colour. All right. That's.
I already did that. Don't know if you can tell.
No, I couldn't even tell. Mate.
Obviously, they did a good job then.
No, they kind of messed up your nose, but
Oh,
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. All
How
right.
many
that
times
got
you broke?
deep.
Sorry, Rhys. How many times you broke your nose now?
oh, it's in the double figures.
Oh, it's gotta
Seriously?
be.
Yeah, I've lost count.
Oh mate, he can't stop getting the fights, can he?
No,
Well, I mean, it's less fights, more just being punched.
you're like a. Oh no, that's sad. But I imagine you like a little bulldog, and you're just like, yeah, come on in. But anyway,
I don't. I'll tell. It's true that I don't know when to shut up.
well,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I wouldn't want to get
I
into a
can
fight
remember.
with you. That's all I'd say.
But I mean, to
Nah.
be fair, like, not knowing when to shut up is a good skill to have. You know, to go on a podcast. Good trait.
Rhys, yeah, okay. I mean, you'll learn that skill one day. But here we go. All right. Here's another story. What I found. Right. Have you ever been in a train station and just sort of thought, oh, I could do with like living here. I could do it. Have you ever been in a train station and
No,
just gone,
not
I love
really.
it? Right, okay. Well, for the people that have,
I mean, certainly not Swansea train station.
oh, no. I mean, there's plenty of people living in there already. But anyway, here we go. All right. The headline will make sense. Converted train station complete with 32-meter long platform goes on sale for £400,000, right? So you can do it. You can buy it. You can live it.
But you're buying
You
a
can
train
choose
Cheaper than
it.
some houses.
I know.
Has it got like a house attached to it? Or
So it says, sadly, this train station is no longer in use. You won't be able to get an easy commute. But it does have some amazing character features, including a train signal, gate, and a red telephone box. After 35 years of caring and renovating, the former Victorian station owner Brian Reed is hoping to reach to fetch £400,000.
well,
So I think
you
it's
get
just
that
out
red-
of commission.
you get
but-
that red phone box, you paint it blue. All of a sudden, Doctor Who.
What?
That red? You said you had a red telephone box or something.
Yeah.
So paint it blue,
Yeah.
and you know it's Doctor Who.
He's a poet and he
He-
didn't even know it.
He used
You don't-
a police box though, didn't he?
Well, yeah, okay, but we're making do with what we've got, okay? Yeah, he didn't live in a train station either, but you know,
He might
we'll
have
be
done
creative.
or she might have done. Yeah, now it's the girl,
Or
isn't
she,
it?
yeah.
I think.
Oh, did I
Yeah,
tell
it's
you
the girl
boys? The other day I got stopped in Swansea Station.
for being out.
Somebody thought you was a rent boy and was like, "Oh, are you free tonight?"
No,
No,
no.
sorry,
What
go
happened
ahead.
was I got off a train.
Yeah.
There must have been about 20 police, which all stood about.
What?
You know,
Why?
just
You know,
looking at
just to
people coming
check
off the
for people
trains.
Oh,
out
right,
doing
okay. Just
the
checking.
lockdown.
Just checking.
Yeah, but they had like a metal detector there for some reason.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But
as
they
if
didn't have
everyone getting
anything.
off the train isn't going to have something metal on them.
But they didn't have anywhere else to put your stuff, so you had to walk through the metal detector with all your stuff.
Yeah, so it's going to go off for everyone.
That's how they get
Yeah,
you.
it did.
Yeah, but it defeats
For
the
what? For
object.
carrying a phone?
Yeah,
Why would they choose
But
metal
then,
keys.
detectors?
ah, Christ, I don't know.
Who knows?
But it's like it was like, oh, what's your reason for travel? I'm like, work. And he goes, oh, have you got a ticket, mate? I'm like, yeah. How else would I get on, mate? Honestly.
So did they like strip search you? Did you get
Nah, they didn't.
look suspicious on
But
purpose and
there
go,
was
"Oh, sorry."
nah, there was one guy in front of me. They must have been talking to him for about 10, 15 minutes,
Oh yeah.
easy. And he was just talking the most shit in the world. Honestly, like some of the stuff he was saying was mental.
Was
Like,
he
Well, I
oh
mean,
yeah, I've
speaking
just come out.
English or?
Like,
speaking to
yeah,
somebody in
no,
Swansea train station is not that surprising. They mostly
like,
talk shit.
yeah, no, but I think he was a smackhead. So,
Yeah, probably.
and he was like, oh yeah, I'm coming up here to meet my girlfriend. Where's your girlfriend that live? Neath. What? And he's like, so why are you in Swansea? Oh, because my other
Yeah.
girlfriend lives here, and I could see the police getting even more confused. And I was like, what is going on?
He set himself up.
This is a cool one.
Yeah.
So snow falls on the Sahara Desert.
What? I thought it was hot
So
there.
just that for a start, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'll go into it now. But I saw a picture and it's basically like streaks of sand and then streaks of snow. So it looks like if the desert was a zebra. That's what it was like. So snow has fallen in the Sahara Desert after temperatures dropped to -3. Which to be honest, I thought it would get colder than that. Like, you know how they say how like deserts
the
are really
night.
hot in the day and then really cold in the night.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised it was so. I mean, obviously -3 is cold, but it's not like, you know, really really cold.
Well, it depends, mate.
Um,
Depends if there's rain on the floor.
so they
set.
recorded the rare event in Ain Sefra, Algeria, with thaw and ice creating beautiful patterns in the sand, like what I just explained.
Oh yeah.
So the Sahara Desert, which covers most of northern Africa, has gone through shifts of temperature over the past few 100,000 years. But snow and ice is still very rare. The town in the Nama province has experienced snow only 3 other times in 42 years.
Whoa.
What else do they say?
More than us.
January is one of the coldest months there is in the desert, with an average temperature of 14 degrees. You know, it's quite cushy. And in the summer, this is the thing as well. In the summer, it reaches an average 38, which is hot. Don't get me wrong. But again, I thought it would be hotter.
That's pretty warm. Yeah, you would get burned.
Like, oh yeah, definitely. But I was expecting like 50, 55.
Yeah.
Where's this now?
In the Sahara Desert.
Christ alive.
All you'd have to do
Apparently
is
that-
take one of them white umbrellas and you'd be laughing.
Yeah, apparently in the summer it just averages 38, which, you know, yeah, it's hot, but it's not like that's like Spain.
I mean, I've been
Nah,
caught
it's
in
not.
hot
It's not
than that.
Spain. It's,
No. Spain gets like 40.
Yeah, Spain gets like high
Does it?
30s.
Or
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
not 40 actually. Yeah.
Well, high 30s at least.
Yeah, because I was there and it was like 36, I think.
Yeah.
And
My
I
mother
had to
lives in
walk.
Spain. She's always bragging about how hot it is. So
I
to be
think
fair, anywhere's better than Swansea.
I was about to say, anyway,
yeah,
other than Wales.
And Meath for that matter.
we have a rain. and
Nah.
snow like
Wales
once
is
every 10 years.
Wales is a pretty sound country.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
Yeah.
good, mate.
It's basically just a mountain.
A couple of hills in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Right.
Well,
Well,
all
what
right.
other
boys,
strange
um,
old? Oh, go on.
The last couple of days, I've been seeing this everywhere. Marilyn Manson removed from some of the USA TV shows following abuse accusations.
Ooh,
Yeah, I heard about that.
what's she been doing?
Just he, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know why you said he/she.
Because it's a man, isn't
I
it?
think, yeah, he's
Yeah.
a man.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. I wasn't sure.
His partner has said that he's been abusing her, but then 4 other women have come forward saying that as well.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it's starting to snowball a little bit here.
This
That's
is the
his
thing.
mistake. You see,
This
you
is the
don't do
thing.
it to 5 girls.
All
Yeah.
these massive stars. That's not a good joke.
No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But, you
Oh
know.
mate, we
No,
are
but like
like
all these
Yeah, I
massive
get it.
stars, thought they could get away with so much shit in the 90s and the 80s and that kind of thing. And nowadays, it's like now they're reaping what they sowed. Do you know what I mean?
I
So like,
I think some of them are being like thrown under the bus. I think some things these days, like there'll be other shit going on, so they'll be like, "Oh,
I
don't look
mean,
at this."
I'm sure
Just
there are cases where obviously, not every single accusation for every single person is going to be completely accurate, and some are going to be like, "Oh, this person's had accusations. I'm going to jump on the train." But
remember that
like,
remember that happened in a couple years ago?
what?
Everybody
I
was
mean, it's
getting
happened
it.
a lot, but that's what I'm saying. So many celebrities in the last few years, like it's been like huge, like the Me Too movement and all that kind of stuff. There's been
Yeah.
so much. It's like
Cosby.
it's kind of good how that
Christ,
that's
stop.
shit's finally being
Yeah,
addressed
that's
now.
not.
It was like, but it's not like it was a secret, really. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone in the business kind of knew, but no one ever spoke about it. And nowadays, it's like people are actually brave enough to speak about it. So like,
Yeah.
so that's why you get all these people you like thought they were great, and then all these stories you come out about them. So Marilyn Manson is just the latest in a long list, I guess.
Brit faces 2 years in Dubai jail after sending swear word in WhatsApp to housemate.
What?
Right?
That is insane.
Dubai's
Yeah.
a nutty country, man. I tell you.
Imagine that. Imagine that. So I'll read on. A British woman has been detained in Dubai after sending a single swear word over WhatsApp to her housemate, who in return went to the police. Of course she would.
Yeah.
That's,
What?
that's the logical
Yeah,
response.
Oscar, that's pretty true, mate. That's
Right?
pretty true.
So the woman, a human resources manager, in her 30s, so she definitely should have known better. It's her fault. Had messaged her housemate to say she planned to use the dining table for working from home, but the discussion somehow escalated and she used a swear word. She eventually forgot about the disagreement, which happened some months ago, but now resurfaced when she tried to leave the country and return to England. The woman had been living in Dubai since 2018. Already got all of her stuff back to the UK, and they were at the airport and they went, "Excuse me, darling, were you a
Messed up.
meanie? Like 2 years ago?" And she goes, "Yeah, yeah." And then they took her to prison.
Really messed up.
I don't get it.
It's
You're
like,
not even allowed to drink
like,
out there, are you?
That I can kind of get, but I mean, how do they expect you to not drink and not swear?
like, what if you made a typo?
What?
You know what I mean?
When you
Like, you
type
just
in
text
duck?
in. Yeah, you just type in duck and fuck comes up. You know,
Yeah,
the opposite happens all the time. So
just the DBI bust through the door.
but I mean, let's be real though. It's
Yeah,
Saudi Arabia, I think. Yeah, and
I don't know.
it's like,
It's only been in the recent years. I think it was like, what was it, 2015? They allowed women to drive.
but it was more recent than that.
Was it?
Seriously?
I think it was like 2018, maybe. It was like really recent. But it's like, but would that have happened if the person was a man? You know what I mean? I doubt it.
No, if it was a
What?
man. It was June 2018. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I thought as much. Yeah, it's pretty recent, really recent.
Bloody hell.
There's
So I mean,
there's that great
Christ.
story of the Saudi prince who came to meet the Queen, and then the Queen decided she was going to drive him round, and he was like really freaked out because it was a woman driving.
who wouldn't
So
be
she
freaked out?
intentionally,
Hey.
yeah, but she intentionally she intentionally gave him a sort of rough ride just to sort of freak him out a bit.
Seriously, the
Very cool.
Queen.
Yeah, apparently that's what the legend
What?
goes.
So
She sort of
he stepped in the car and she's in shades and she just pulls them down a little bit and goes, "Hang on."
yeah.
Does a wheel spin.
Apparently she
Right,
freaked him
so
out.
I'm
Yeah.
right, so I'm reading this beer.
Yeah.
In 2017, King Salman ordered that women be allowed access to government services such as education and healthcare without the need for constant guardian.
Well, that's a step
Jeez.
So
forward.
what that's it.
I mean, it's a
That is
step
really
forward.
good. So what
Yeah,
that's saying
but
is, in
it's a
say in
baby step forward.
2016, if a woman had to go to hospital,
Yeah.
they would need a male guardian there with them.
What, to go to
Mental.
hospital?
Yeah,
Yeah,
to have any
be
healthcare or
there.
government services.
What?
That is mental.
Yeah.
That is
Right.
mental. Oh, we
I
had.
know you've got like a catalogue of stories, so if you want to just
Can you-
reel off a couple quickly.
Actually, Ryan, I'll
Can you
let
imagine?
you keep an eye on chat because I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. Can you imagine Lizzie Tokyo Drift in a jag through London?
I would love to see that. And do you want to know? I'm going to say something here, right? Tokyo Drift
Go on, then.
was the best Fast and Furious, and I will even
Oh,
even create a meme with that guy sat behind a table, saying, with the thing with the sign.
Yeah, but like
Change my mind.
Yeah.
having the best Fast and Furious is like. It's
Don't
like
you
picking
say
out
it, Rhys.
the best. It's like picking out the best pile of shit
Don't you
in
say?
a group of
Oh,
shit.
you said it.
Oh, he's done it now.
This
He's
shit.
done
like-
it.
Do you know how much you've just hurt me?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I will give it to Rhys. The last few films, Fast and Furious have produced, have not been the best.
they've
I
been
don't even think
trash.
I've watched the last like 5.
All right.
Like I watched 1, 2, maybe
Like
3.
the first couple were decent. I'm not gonna say they were the best in the world, but
No,
I would
but
watch it again.
They were what they were. They were car
But it's like
films.
every star in Fast and Furious has done other action films that are basically the same thing and better. So it's like I'll just watch them instead.
Well, other than one of them's dead,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, but you know what I'm saying though. Like Jason Statham, you know, Vin Diesel, The Rock.
Can I
They've all been in other great films.
can I tell you something? I follow this Facebook page called Gaming Setups with Threatening Auras, right? And there was this racing setup sort of thing with like a steering wheel, but it was sat inside a coffin, and the top comment on it, and it had a screen and everything, so it was a full setup. And the top comment on it was the Paul Walker special.
Oh,
my god.
grim.
That's
Grim.
bad, isn't it? That's,
Yeah, pretty much.
That's bad.
Guys, could tell what I'm gonna do right now.
What's that?
Crack open a beer.
What?
Should I tell you what Adam can do right now?
What?
Tell us more of your strange stories, because we've got a lot to get through.
All right. Well, actually, I mean, I've got backup stuff, so let's have a look. Okay, here's an interesting one. So Baltimore, I believe that's in America. Right, correct
it
me
is.
if I'm wrong. Baltimore
is.
has officially ended its creepy spy plane program. Ryan.
Yo.
UAV inbound.
Yo.
Yeah. UAV inbound. Yeah. Anyway, right. So the aerial surveillance program faced lawsuits after letting police constantly monitor nearby nearly all city residents from above. On Wednesday, the City Council officially terminated its contract with Persistent Surveillance Systems, a private company that is implemented and has ran the pilot program for the Baltimore Police Department. I could read on, but it's pretty boring. So basically, they were watching everyone from the sky, mate, but they've stopped it now.
Honestly,
Yeah,
this
so
is
that's
why
good
people
then.
hate the police. Like, genuine.
Yeah, it is.
So many
I mean,
people out in America really hate the fucking police, and I mean, they would kill them if they could.
Yeah, you can't blame them all.
Well, it's kind of like a weird little war out there. I think the police are just kind of doing their best. Here's
I mean, in some cases, yeah.
so it says at the end though, it says it was discovered by aviation enthusiasts monitoring publicly accessible flight data, but it was actually ran in secret since 2016. So
Jesus.
Oh,
yeah,
so
they've been
it
doing
started
it for
quite recently.
time. Say again?
Yeah, that's mental. I'm saying they started quite recently. Like this isn't like an old program they just didn't get rid of. This is like something they started just a few years ago, which is even more sort of scary and bad.
Yeah, they're gonna have
So America is a third world country with a Gucci belt.
I
Oh,
mean, in some ways.
Scared to
yeah.
admit.
Oh. But no, so yeah. Here's here's someone else, right? Okay, we're gonna have to hurry this up. It's getting late, boys. It's getting late, and we're
This
only
is
in
what
the
I'm saying.
first segment.
This is what I'm saying. You're the one who
Imagine,
Rhys, are you
decided.
working tomorrow, mate?
I'm working at 12.
Ah, it's not too bad. You
imagine
in
But
tomorrow?
Speedy
Adam's the one who
Media. No,
decided
I'm
to
off
come
for
in here
2
with
days, mate.
64.
Oh, mate, same.
You what?
I said Adam's the one who decided to come in with 64 strange stories. So
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll keep them hooked. I'll keep them hooked. I'll save my last
Yeah.
two for next time. I think we'll be recording within a week. Um,
yeah, probably.
if you miss
Even
it,
wanting
here's a
more.
little plug. If you miss it, go to the YouTube and just have a look at that.
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good plug. I like
So
that.
Yeah. Nice one.
are we though? So what's going on now then? Are we moving on to
Yeah.
Wacky
I'm gonna.
Wildlife?
I think we should play a quick song, and
Yeah.
then
Cool.
we will jump into Wacky Wildlife.
We are now. I think. Wacky Wildlife Report. I think is next on the cards. Speaking of cards,
Oh, I had my mic muted. This. Oh,
I've,
it's a
I've
learning
dived.
curve.
I've
Say
dived
again.
back into the. I said speaking of cards, I've dived back into the top trump treasure chest.
Lovely. So Wacky Wildlife. We just we report on some wildlife that we found out about.
Yep. So, for people who don't know, last time I had a top trumps pack that was bugs and insects,
Yeah. I mean that
and this,
was fantastic.
yeah, and this time I've got safari animals.
Right.
So we'll see. Well, to be honest, I'm calling bullshit, right? Because you might remember me saying last time with the bugs and insect pack that scorpions had a creepiness of 10 and were like one of the best cards in the pack.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh
remember?
yeah. Yeah.
So this is bullshit. This is a safari pack, and the scorpion is also in this pack. But
What?
it doesn't have a single stat above a 3.
So compared to the rest of the world, scorpions ain't shit.
Yeah, but I mean, how
But
can a scorpion be so highly rated on the other one and on this one be shit? Like, it's its traits doesn't change just because it's in a different pack. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like its
told you, man.
speed is a
It's
3.
yeah, but
Like
compared to a cheetah,
the scorpions are pretty fast, right?
are they? I
I
thought they'd
mean,
just kind of hobble along, just like yeah, I'll sting
they'll
you.
well, I don't know, but I thought it was pretty bullshit. Another thing I thought was bullshit was that warthogs and meerkats both have a uniqueness factor of 1. 1. But clearly these knobs have never seen Timon and Pumbaa. Like, they're pretty unique.
To be fair, I love meerkats. To be fair, like one of my favorite animals.
Yeah, the way
Yeah,
they
and like,
stand up and that's well good.
but
It's
like,
banging.
I can at least see though that meerkats, they are a little bit sort of, they're not very unique. They're kind of like the typical rodent type thing.
Yeah,
But a warthog, they're like a wacky pig.
yeah, it's like a Disney pig. Do you know what
Yeah,
I
they
mean?
definitely have some uniqueness to them. So to give them a uniqueness rating of 1, I thought was bullshit. So
It's incredibly biased.
some more fun
Yeah.
facts I found was a group of vultures
Yeah,
called a kettle of vultures.
Nice.
a kettle,
That
as
is.
in like kettle
Yeah.
chips, or I'm
As
boiling
in,
a
yeah,
kettle.
yeah. So what I was thinking of is, can you think of any other electrical equipment that we can name a group of animals for? For example, a fridge of elephants,
Um,
a washing machine of baboons,
I should be able to think of one by now. I was going to
a
say
toaster of geese.
a Dyson of swans.
Ooh, you're going for the brand. I like it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
good.
A PC Curry's World hamster. What,
To be fair, that's what PC World used to run their computers.
what hamsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you turn those off, you can't
Insane.
turn them back on again. Do you know what I mean?
Stick
Oh,
a bit of
fuck off,
cocaine in
mate.
there.
You say stick some
Spooky big
cocaine,
one.
Rhys.
Yeah, it's like it acts as like a cleaner for the.
Do you reckon
like,
cocaine works on hamsters?
I mean,
It might.
well,
It'd probably kill them
it'll
pretty
bring the
quickly,
CPU
but
up for a few
They'd
hours
have
though.
they'd have a pretty good time before they went. Yeah.
You know, you want to play a high end game on your crappy little Chromebook. Just stick some cocaine in there for the hamster.
Oh yeah,
Anyway, so yeah,
Don't try that
also
at home.
another bullshit thing is that they got cockroaches in this
Try
safari
that.
pack as well. So this safari pack is basically full of insects, even though they've got a separate insect pack. So, like, obviously we all know cockroaches can basically survive anything.
Yeah.
But even if you cut off its head, cut off a cockroach's head clean off, it can still live for a week without its head.
Yeah, man. Yeah, as long as it takes on a little bit of water and that.
They literally refuse to die.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Like
aren't cockroaches one of the creatures that would survive like
a nuclear, yeah.
a nuclear explosion or not a
Yeah, they
nuclear
can.
holocaust or some shit?
Well, I mean, if they were underground, they would pretty much survive anything, you know, as long as they burrow under there.
To be fair, if anything's underground, they'll probably survive.
Yeah, yeah. But obviously, it's much easier for a cockroach to hide underground than it is for us.
Depends if you've got
True.
a spade or not, my friend.
And how fast you're
Not
at
wrong.
digging.
Yeah.
Again, bit of cocaine. might
Like,
help.
have you got hands like shovels? Like, are your
Yeah.
hands just gigantic bits of metal?
um,
All right, go on, keep it moving.
I've got one more fun fact, which obviously with these amazing top Trump researchers, they
Yeah.
still fucked it up. So this is literally a fact that they write on the card. Black mambas are fast for snakes and use their speed to escape threats. So this is, you know, snakes are a certain speed, and the black mambas are supposed to be faster than the average snake. And their speed rating is still 3.
Yeah, but again, it's compared to a cheetah.
Oh, but come on,
Yeah.
man.
You
Like,
can't.
Like if
have
they
you s-
if they're
Snakes
taking
are
in
fast.
if they're taking in all the animals, then a snake is going to be nothing to a cheetah, is it?
Right, okay, but a snake is 5 feet away from you and it dives for you. You ain't escaping that snake. It's getting you. It's
just
pretty fast.
kick it.
True.
Just kick it and it'll lasso around your foot, like we were talking about last week.
And then climb up.
Well,
know.
I mean, that's all I've got for these top trumps. Obviously, the researchers are falling apart a bit,
just,
you know, but
like our, just like our research.
He's going through a divorce.
yeah,
It's just like,
His kids aren't speaking
he's
to him.
phoned it in.
yeah, he's
His
going to
kids
like
aren't speaking to him. He's got-
AA meetings
Also-
and that.
I've got one more fact which kind of makes me feel sorry for hyenas.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you know the hyena's back legs are shorter than their front legs?
I mean, they do
Oh,
look
just like-
pretty like hot roddy.
Just imagine that, like, how much of a pain in the ass that is, especially when you get old. Like, you're basically dragging your back feet along.
Imagine having one leg shorter than the other.
Well, they've got 2 legs shorter than the other 2. So.
I know. Have a relative to us, like it'll be one leg. won't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Get 'em-
Exactly.
So
it'd
you're
be
just
weird.
hobbling along places.
Get him a little wheelchair.
Well, what they need is like a wheelbarrow to go for the back legs, you know? Or maybe they should wear some like platforms or
These.
something. You know?
Well, West and Doc Martens places.
Yeah, just some Doc Martens in their back feet.
All right. Rhys, was that?
I've got a good
That's
one.
all I've got. Yeah.
Oh, what? Ryan's got
So-
something.
Ooh.
Did you know that bears can climb trees very quickly?
Nice.
I mean,
I'm serious.
I
How
haven't seen it.
terrifying is that? Nah,
I knew
nah.
they could. I knew
Go on
some
YouTube.
bears could climb trees, but I didn't realize how fast they could be. But,
You
yeah.
can't outrun a bear on land, or you can't climb
Oh,
a tree
mate,
faster
you
than
could
a bear.
outrun a bear.
You could not.
Are you
outrun a
mad?
bear.
You might not be able to. I could outrun a bear.
Bullshit.
Nah. Not like a massive grizzly.
Bears are
How
pretty fast.
fast can a bear run?
Probably like 30 miles per hour.
Fucking hell. 40 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, about
Oh, that's a
30
polar bear, mate. They're on ice, so they're going to be slipping
Nah,
and
nah, nah.
sliding everywhere.
Right. Type in grizzly bear. Type in grizzly bear.
All right.
They are scary fuckers, man.
Oh, it's even faster. 56.
You still confident you could outrun it?
Mate, that's not happening.
Uphill or downhill?
I
Fucking
mean,
neither.
I think you're screwed either way. You're going
Yeah.
uphill, it's gonna get you. You're going downhill, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Thing is,
I
as well,
reckon
bears
so.
don't even kill you. They just
No,
stop.
they'll
They'll
hit
maul
you
you.
straight
and
away.
then- yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's terrifying, man.
it's like
If
those.
that's one way I don't want to go, it's getting
It's
killed
not
by
it's
a
not
bear.
quite as bad as the coconut crabs.
I was just
can
about to
also
say the
climb
coconut
trees.
crabs.
Yeah, they can also climb trees and eat you alive. But
That's
it's still
enough for
pretty
me, champ.
terrifying, yeah. At least with the bear, you've got a chance if you play dead.
Uh,
They don't.
Yeah,
No,
but
seriously. Like if you.
if how hard is it gonna be when you've got a bear gnawing on your leg, and you've got to try and play dead?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying the alternative is you're dead anyway, so you
Yeah.
may as well just, role play, and maybe it'll leave you alone.
Have you boys also heard of a spider called the camel spider?
no.
No, but the idea of it terrifies me. Has it got
Holy
humps?
shit. No, but they're out in Afghan and places like that, hot places.
Yeah.
They're about
Anything unique about them?
they're about they're about a foot in diameter.
Jesus.
That's like one of the smaller ones.
Whoa.
Jesus.
And the way they hunt, they eat humans.
Of course.
They'll numb the area of where they want to eat,
Yeah.
leave it a bit,
Like it's basically
then
what
start
they
Oh,
do
eating it.
imagine that.
No, yeah, it's basically like what they do with smaller insects. They basically like inject you with like venom and then basically turn you into like a mummy type thing.
Yeah.
Wrap you up in web. Eat you up.
Yeah, but
Kind of like
so
it's kind of like Lord of the Rings if you've ever seen it, where the spider comes down and gets Frodo.
but
Oh, I have
they
seen
are.
that. I have seen that.
Yeah.
But so like obviously they won't wrap you up in a web. They'll just start gnawing on your leg or something.
Well, I mean,
So
they probably try.
you won't even realize until you look at your leg, saying, I thought I had some skin to there, and it's just bone."
Oh.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'd realize if I had a massive fuck off spider on me.
Not if you're sleeping.
Well, I mean, I
Tell
don't
me
think
I'm
I'm
wrong.
gonna
Not
be
if you're
sleeping in
sleeping,
Afghan
Rhys.
anytime soon.
All right.
Got me there. You've got me there.
Here we go. All right. Now, what I've done for Wacky Wildlife Report is kind of get a bunch of facts, just like random ones. But
Yeah.
we're kind of short on time, so once again, I'm going to save some of them for next show. Right.
Go for it.
Right. So here we go. Here's like 4. I'll do 4 of them. You might know these. You might not. A pig's orgasm lasts 30 minutes, and the actual the website said lucky pigs.
Yeah. I mean, I
I
think that
didn't
said
know
all
that
I need to
before.
say.
Did you?
Did not know that.
I didn't know that.
So, I mean that. I'm scared to make a
mean-
joke about that because it could go wrong. All right, here's the next one. A bat can eat
like
up
a
to
porkin.
what?
Did they like a porkin?
Maybe it might.
Such is that.
See, I don't want to
Okay,
get into this.
cool.
All right, here we go. Next one. All right, a bat can eat up to 1,000 insects per hour. That's pretty
Jesus.
fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine
That's
that
crazy.
little bat. Right,
I mean, how are you finding 1,000 insects in an hour? Like, you must know. Like, I suppose they know where all the mounds of insects are. The nests.
just ants? Yeah.
Yeah.
They find the ants thing and chow
And
down.
slurping up some ants.
Right. Here's another one. Sharks kill fewer than 10 people a year. Humans kill about 10 million sharks per year.
Jesus.
Now
I didn't
that-
know there was that many sharks.
Like, bro,
yeah, it's like-
it's an actual problem. Like,
Yeah.
I did know about that because what a lot of people will do, a shark will attack a human,
yeah.
and all the people are there like, oh yeah, mate, that shark's gotta go. It's a danger to us. It's like, well, no, you're like in the shark's home.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
literally
Imagine
like,
just some
stare
randomer
into the ocean.
walk into your house. It's like you're gonna give him a beating, I know.
apparently,
No,
apparently dolphins beat up sharks.
They do,
that
yeah.
I would like to see.
That's-
Yeah. All right. Here's I forget how many I've done. I think I've done
2.
3. All right.
We've done 3.
Here's an amazing last one, right? Wild dolphins call each other by name.
Wow. Now, I didn't know that specifically. I did know that they speak, like, they sort of got their own language, and it's obviously they're highly intelligent, more than the average animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have sort of like a middle ground between full-on human speech and like animal grunting. They've got a sort of like
Yeah,
they
like
use sonar,
click,
don't
click,
they?
click. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We've got
Do-
like different dialects as well.
yeah.
Do
That's
they?
what I'm saying.
Accents
Like,
and shit.
yeah,
That's
they've literally got
really
accents.
cool.
Yeah, like if you get a Welsh dolphin and an Australian dolphin, they will sound different to each other. Like obviously, we probably won't be able to tell, but like their dialects are apparently different. Yeah.
Whoa. right?
How do we want to do Master Blind?
So
Because obviously
basically,
we've got Ryan here.
I will ask. So look, I know that you're both massive, massive fans on the subject. That you've, well, Rhys chose it, all right. But
Oh yeah, of
Ryan, I
course.
know
Yeah.
that you can pitch in on this, all right. So here we go.
Complete expert.
So we're going to jump into Master Blind. So in this little segment, I'm going to shoot a couple of questions at you guys on a subject that you have definitely chosen. All right, here we go.
Yes, 100%.
So the subject you've chosen this week is, and I think I must have done these notes when I was a little bit intoxicated. It's Justin Bieber.
Oh,
Oh,
my
shit,
god.
okay.
Right. So here's your questions. Right, I've got one.
Fun side
two,
story,
Yeah.
just because it's coincidence. So literally the other day, my dad cleared his loft and he had a bunch of my old stuff brought up to my house. So I was looking through and
Yeah.
I found this present for my sister that I never gave to her for Christmas
You
from
arsehole.
like 10 years ago. Yeah, but this
Yeah.
is from like 10 years ago.
Okay.
So I couldn't remember what it was. So I unwrapped it. It was only the Justin Bieber movie. You know, like that concert movie he did.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Believe
So I've
or
actually
something.
got that right now. So if you ask me what the name of his film was, I'm gonna know the answer to
My god.
That wasn't one of the questions, but
To be honest, mate, considering we picked the subject, why wouldn't you know the answer?
that. Well, yeah, you know.
exactly.
God.
All
Complete
right,
experts on Justin Bieber. Us.
here we go. We'll do this fairly quick fire. So your questions today on Justin
So
Bieber.
are we doing like both of us give an answer and then you can just say who's right?
Yeah, we'll just you give an answer, and then we'll just see how it goes.
Let's
Right?
go.
And then I'll tell you it for real. So
Yeah.
he was how late for a concert in London?
Oh,
Imagine
I know
this, mate.
I've heard this. I've
Fucking
heard this story.
Massive.
What was he?
It was something.
2
I
hours?
don't know the exact amount. I think it was. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Okay, since you said 2
Yeah.
hours, I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna say 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Ryan, you are going for 2 hours. Rhys, you're going for 3 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan gets a point. It was 2 hours.
Damn. See, I
Hey.
could have just jumped on the bandwagon, but no.
Do you know what he was doing?
Because
I
was
read
he
on.
being a diva,
He was playing video games with a fan.
of course.
Yeah? What a knob.
I mean, let's be honest. If that was any of us, we would have done the exact same.
His
Depends,
mother's
mate.
like,
Depends.
his mother's like, Justin, you've got a concert. Yeah, all right, ma'am. I can't pause the game. I'm in the middle of a game.
I'll do it in a
Mom,
minute.
it's online. It's online. You don't understand.
I can't just pause
Pause it,
it.
Justin. I can't.
All right, here's question number 3. Number 2.
Number 2.
Where was he when he decided to abandon his pet monkey?
Well,
He had a
first of
pet.
all, he's a cunt for abandoning his pet,
I know, right?
I know.
especially a monkey. Like, who doesn't want a pet monkey?
I know. So he was in an airport. He was going through customs, and they said, "Sorry, mate, what's that in your bum?" And then they said, "No, you can't take that monkey with you." But
Wait,
where
sorry.
was that?
Where was it?
Yeah, where was it?
Right. So, can I ask questions
Did he
like,
come in? Yeah.
was he like
I mean, it's got a definitive
Was he-
answer. It's not
Well,
Was
my
he
as in,
coming
was he-
home to America or something? Trying to bring a
Fun
pet monkey
fact.
with him.
Fun fact? Justin Bieber is not American.
He's Canadian. Boom.
Oh, he's Canadian, yeah. True.
Dickhead.
Oh well, same thing.
What's wrong with you, Rhys?
All right,
Okay,
so
I'm gonna say he was in, I don't know, bloody Ghana.
I'm gonna guess he was. I'm gonna guess he was going back to Canada.
okay, well you're
But
both.
yeah, but where was he?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he was going back to Canada, but where was he?
Toronto. I don't know.
No. I mean, you said he's going back to Canada. If he's going back to Canada, he has to be somewhere to go back to Canada. So where is he?
I'm guessing he was in Canada when they said
Oh, right.
you got to
okay.
abandon monkey.
But that's not what you said.
Anyway, all right. So Toronto is not the right answer. What did you say, Rhys? Uganda
Well,
or something?
Ghana.
Oh,
Ghana.
okay.
Ghana.
Right. You're both wrong. It was Germany,
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so he was in
Could be
Germany.
in Germany.
and they said 9.
9.
Yeah.
He was like, no, just one.
Oh bloody hell, Rhys. All right, here we go.
You could tell you're a dad, kind
I
of.
gotta fit in at least one dad joke for sure.
All right, you've got to finish the quote here, okay?
Okay.
Truly inspirational to be able to come here. Anne was a great girl. Hopefully, she would have been a blank. And
Oh, I know this. I
Anne
know the
is
answer.
Anne Frank.
Yeah, he's talking about Anne Frank, and he's saying hopefully she would have been a Justin Bieber fan.
Right.
Ah, no,
So
there was a specific phrase that he
I am
used.
I am
Oh,
very
she would have
happy
been
you
a
said it was
believer.
Anne Frank, because what I was about to say, we probably would have been taken off Twitch.
Okay, yeah, but
So
yeah,
that was
Calm yourself, Ryan.
we'll try and
No, but
keep it.
what he said was, hopefully she would have been a believer.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah,
Nice.
I knew that one.
But all right,
I am an
well,
expert
yeah,
in this
you are an
subject.
expert. We is experts. All right. Last question. Justin was in trouble when he leaned out of a balcony above his fans and did what?
I think
Well,
he threw
he
something
didn't
at
hang a
them.
baby out because that was Michael Jackson.
No, yeah, you're thinking of
He threw
different
something at them.
white people. What?
Did he throw something at them?
No.
Okay, so he was hanging out of a balcony and there were fans there, and he
Yeah,
did
so
something.
he leaned out of a balcony above his fans and did what?
Okay,
Did he move
He
them
got
or
in
something?
trouble for it.
I'm gonna say he flashed them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're both
That's
going to go for Flash?
Well, like
Yeah.
I don't know what, maybe a bum, maybe something else, but yeah, he flashed in some way.
No, right? It's much worse. Imagine
Oh,
this, right?
worse.
So you're going to see your boy Justin Bieber, right?
Right.
At a balcony somewhere, and then he
As you
spits
do.
on you.
Oh my
What?
god.
Yeah?
Oh, like accidentally.
No. He leaned out and went like
Oh
that.
my
That was a
god.
spit noise. Like
What is
Yeah,
going
but
back?
you know what would have happened though. Those fans would have been like, "Yes, show me."
they
You
would have all
spit.
been like just going mad for it.
You'd be like,
They
"Oh,
would
this
have.
is
But
saving some of his
still,
COVID spit."
well, yeah,
What a
that's
scumbag.
pre-COVID. But imagine
How
that.
old was he at the time?
I don't know. He still had the
I mean,
hair, so
does it really matter? Whatever age he
Jesus.
is, he's a knob.
Oh
yeah.
no.
So
I
and
think he's come out of the spotlight a little bit now. But
yeah,
back when he was first coming up, he was nothing but Justin Bieber. He was
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, Beliebers everywhere.
Terrifying.
yeah, kind of
He was like
kind
a
of annoying.
disease, honestly.
All right then. What we will do, because that was the end of Master Blind.
And the final score was
I,
1-1, so
I've-
it was a tie.
you've been counting.
Yeah, I had one right. Ryan had one right.
Yeah. Nice. Lovely.
A
So
little bit of professionalism coming from Rhys as a surprise.
yeah, I like it.
Oh,
I like it.
you know.
Speedy media. So should we
Speedy media?
actually speed through this and get it done?
Yeah, go for it.
Here we
Right,
go.
So should we go by? We'll go for each section and then go to the next one. We'll all do one section and then go to the next one. I think it's the fastest way.
Yeah. All right. So have you got a game?
We're starting with games, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of you have heard of this game. It's a very old game for the PS2, and I just wanted to reminisce on it because I remembered it earlier. Have you ever
Oh.
heard of Baldur's Gate: Dark Alliance?
Oh,
I
I've
have
actually
not.
played that,
Yes, mate.
bro. I played it on
So for
360.
yeah, maybe. It probably came out on that as well.
The original.
um,
Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
But from what I remember, basically it was like a dungeon crawler RPG type thing.
Yeah.
So like you'd have all the RPG elements, you know, open world, speaking to people, but then you go into like I think the first level you go into the sewers and kill a bunch of like giant rats.
Yeah. And then there's the skeleton
Yes.
people, and then
It's just a really amazing, awesome game.
I haven't thought about
And they're
that in
actually
years.
releasing a new game.
I think that
But
might have been a
it's
bit
gonna-
before my time.
Yeah, probably. But they're doing a new game. But the sad thing is, I think they're making it like a strategy game instead. So like the old Baldur's Gate. So it's not going to be like
Oh,
dungeon
like
crawler RPG.
turn based.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Oh.
But yeah, it's a really great game, and I just randomly thought of it, so I was like, oh, let's reminisce a bit.
I'm glad you
So
brought
if-
that up. Yeah.
If no one has played it and they got access to a PS2 emulator or something, like it's definitely worth a go. It's a great game.
Hell
I
yeah.
will have to check that out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for mine, I've gone for Cyberpunk. I don't think we've spoken about it yet, have we?
No, I don't think so. I've obviously heard of the game. I've never played it.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I haven't got it on any consoles or PC or anything, but I just wanted to kind of give it a mention. So it's obviously had the terrible launch. It was full of bugs. It was like absolutely unplayable on kind of I guess what's now last gen consoles.
Yeah.
Um, they've issued a statement kind of apologizing, saying that yeah, we
I
kind
think
of
it has improved a little bit
we
now.
lied. It, they've been apparently there's been update after update.
Because
Like
I know someone who plays that game,
yeah,
and while they've obviously pointed out the bugs and stuff, they've also said, there is good shit about the game, because they've sort of fixed some of the bugs, and it's kind of like when No Man's Sky came out, and it was like terrible launch, and then later on it became like an amazing game
I
that
think
everyone loved.
they have actually fixed that a bit now. So I mean,
Yeah,
hopefully it can just be another No Man's Sky. Hopefully it's not another Anthem, because Anthem is
yeah.
just
It
dead
does
in the
really
water.
bug me though, bug, no pun intended, when they release a game that's like half finished. You know what I mean? It's
What's the
like,
point? You're just
yeah,
wasting everybody's
you
time.
literally, and you're also literally scamming your audience.
Because it came out that I don't know if you remember that there was like a tech demo you might have seen or a little trailer gameplay trailer
Yeah,
for it, and it showed all these amazing things with like loads of NPCs walking around the city and stuff like that. And it was pretty much all fake. It was something that they created to show the investors to say,
yeah,
"Oh, this is what the game's going to be like." They had like no real way to make it actually look like that on
yeah.
on
Kind
last
of
gen.
cheeky.
Very
Yeah.
cheeky. It's like,
Honestly,
go ahead.
honestly, they probably needed a lot more time than what they
Yeah,
Definitely.
give themselves.
that's the
Because
thing. Stop
when
releasing
when
half
was the
finished games.
original release date for it?
I've no idea.
I'm not quite sure.
You
Because
I
don't
should
give
I
me
know
know.
shit in this
they
podcast.
I know they had to push it back like a load of times.
They
Like
Yeah,
did, but they
personally, I said they should have just gone like, it will come out, but we need more time. People
that's
would
yeah,
have
what
understood.
they said though. They
Nah,
said
they
it will
kept
come
giving
out
themselves
when it's
dates.
ready.
yeah,
So they
but it
fucked
wasn't.
themselves over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a game, right?
I do actually. It's a game. It is a bit of an old game, ish. It's called Papers, Please.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Neighbours, please. I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
Do tell.
you've never heard of it. It's essentially what it is. It's just you're based in the 70s. It's all fake countries, but based around like communism and shit. So
Yeah.
you manage to get a job at a guard checkpoint, and you're just checking passports and all the information to see if it's correct,
Mm.
That
and that's literally it.
is quite good. Quite funny.
But yeah, it's like,
When you said
obviously,
Papers, Please, I was expecting like a sequel to like Paperboy or something.
no, but like obviously the first couple people come through, it's easy. You just check passports, make sure it's in date, off they go. But towards the end, you've got to check like 6 or 7 different things,
Oof. So it's
and it's
basically like
pretty hard to keep up with it. And obviously,
kind of like
the
a
more
memory
people you,
game.
yes, the more people you get through and search, the more money you get.
Fair.
But obviously, then you have to pay for rent, food, heat.
So it's
So it's like a
proper
life simulator
strategic.
as well.
Yeah, it's a proper strategy game. It's pretty good. So
Nice.
How many
if I-
So
if
was
you-
that on Steam or a
yeah, it's
console
on
or?
Steam. It's on Steam.
Right, right.
how many stars would you give it out of 4?
A4.
Oh, 4. I'd give it a good 2 and 2/3.
All right,
That's not too
sweet.
bad.
Okay, we're going
Decent.
fractions. Yeah, that's
It is.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Sound,
decent.
sound.
Hey
That's
mate, you
good.
went for 4. I'm going for fractions.
All right. Um, are
I
we
should
So
have
we've
gone for
got.
quarters. That'd have been so much funnier.
are we
Yeah.
are we moving on to movies?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Well, I've got one. You've probably all seen it. It's a classic. It's a great film. The Green Mile.
I haven't seen
I
that.
have not.
Oh, you haven't seen The Green Mile?
No, what's it about?
Either of you?
No.
Oh my god. Right, okay. So, first of all, Tom Hanks.
Shall I start the timer?
Well, I'll keep it short.
Okay.
Tom Hanks, Michael Clark Duncan, Michael Clark Duncan's this big black guy. He was in like Daredevil, a couple of other films.
Oh, he's good.
Really good actor. He's passed away now, but
Oh.
so this film came out in like the 90s, and essentially, Tom Hanks is a officer in like the 1930s. He's like a guard officer in like death row, and so basically this Michael Clark Duncan comes in, this massive, gigantic guy, and he's there on death row for the murder of these two kids. And then I'm not gonna spoil anything, but basically something like there's more than meets the eye with this prisoner, and the story is basically about the guard and him getting to know the prisoner. And there's some supernatural elements. I can't believe you guys haven't seen it. Like it's such an
No,
amazing film.
I haven't.
Seriously.
I keep hearing like it being heavily recommended though.
Oh, it's like one of the best films of all time, and like it's Tom Hanks. Like any film with Tom, well, okay, most films with Tom Hanks,
Yeah.
great. So yeah, The Green Mile.
Nice.
Check it out.
Green
Definitely
Mile.
you two if you haven't seen it, and obviously if anyone else watching hasn't seen it, then check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, The Green
Not
Mile.
sponsored, by the way.
If you've seen Green Mile and you think it's shit or if it's good, let us know. All right.
Yeah, and
Sweet.
no one will think it's shit. It's an amazing film.
Well, you don't know that. But all right, here we go. Here's my movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you heard of The Lobster?
I have. I've seen it.
It's so
Great
good.
film.
Right. So The
It's
Lobster.
so good.
Okay, I'm going to read a little description here. Is a 2015 absurdist dystopian black comedy film directed, co-written and co-produced by Yorgos Lanthimos, co-produced by CC Dempsey, Ed Guini,
Some guy.
yeah, and then some other people. Basically, in the film, when you reach a certain age, single people are given 45 days to find romantic partners, or otherwise be turned into animals. They kind of go off to like a little resort, I guess, sort of like a little
Yeah.
treatment place, and they're given 45 days to turn into to find a partner, or they're turned into animals, and it's proper good.
It's wild. It's like
It-
one of those sort of mindfuck movies. It's
yeah,
really good,
sort of
though.
an independent, like it won loads of awards, Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah, and there's
Blah, blah,
some like I don't remember who the main actor is, but this is a big actor who stars in it.
Yeah, like the main guy.
Yeah, who is it?
Um, Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, really good film.
he's the main guy, and his brother has already been turned into an animal because he couldn't find love.
I mean, 45 days is a bit harsh.
For you, maybe. All right, I'm
Oh yeah.
gonna wear my smartest shirt. I'm gonna go out there. You know.
I might even cut my hair.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. The ladies can
so-
cross their fingers.
Oh, mate, I have to beat him off with a stick. That's
So
a
they'll
lie.
have to beat you with a stick.
Yeah, or just.
They
Yeah.
already do. What do you want about?
Oh, all right. Anyone got any more movies?
Well, Ryan,
I've got a
one?
movie.
All right.
It's Hacksaw Ridge. You guys seen it?
Oh,
I
is
haven't
it
seen it.
mad
I've
shit
heard of it.
horror?
I haven't seen it.
Nah. It's based off a true story.
Oh.
This private Desmond Doss. He was a conscientious objector in World War II.
Yeah.
So he joined the army to become a medic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So then, but because he wouldn't pick up a rifle, they tried to give him a court martial.
Yeah, like he literally
Snide.
just was like, I'm going into the war to help people, and he just point
Yeah.
blank refused to use weapons
Yeah.
or anything.
So then they tried to court martial him, obviously going against all his rights and shit.
Yeah.
So
I have heard this really good film. I just haven't seen it. Yet.
it is amazing. But in the end, he's allowed to go into the army. Should I say what happened at the end, or should I
No,
not?
you probably shouldn't,
Mm.
but you just did. So.
No. That's not even the end. That's like towards the
Fair.
beginning.
I mean, it is based on a true story anyway. So.
So yeah, but in the end, he's able to get into the army, and he won. What did he win? Oh, where is it?
like a
Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor, Medal of Valor.
Yeah,
I
he won the
see.
Medal of Honor for doing something. You'll have to watch the film,
Cool.
but
So,
it
and
is
not be
an
funny,
amazing film.
that's a good trilogy of films we just recommended there, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah. I think we're
Top
doing good.
notch.
All right.
Music.
Better than the Fast and Furious.
Oh, have you got music? I've not
Yes.
got music.
Oh, I've got music, yeah. It's a bit of a short one, because it's not really a band, technically. It's the Game of Thrones soundtrack.
Oh,
Is it a
Something-
cover?
Oh, me. Oh, seriously, just the basic Game of Thrones soundtrack. It is amazing.
Is it good?
It's amazing. You got songs
Right,
like
okay, so
Flight of Dragons, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Goodbye Brother, Blood of My Blood, Light of the Seven. You know, it's like intense, exciting.
I feel like I could go
Especially
on
good.
YouTube and like, type in orchestral
Do you not
RPG
like-
gaming music and like get a similar result.
Well, yeah, you could, but you could say that about anything. You know, like don't you like like the Lord of the Rings soundtrack? It's all in that sort of
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, cinematic orchestral like
Yeah.
doing it.
I love it. So it's the composer is Ramin Djawadi. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Ramin Djawadi.
And he's also
Okay.
done music for like Revenant and some other big.
Oh,
films
I
and
like
stuff,
Revenant.
So,
oh, the Revenant's a
Revenant's
good
yeah,
film.
well, the music in the Revenant is by the same guy who does the Game of Thrones music.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, you've sold me a little
So-
bit.
Yeah,
Right, I've got one.
over it.
Very similar to Rhys's, based on Game of Thrones
Yeah.
again. However, do you know the intro to Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
A band called Enter Shikari did a cover of it.
they didn't do it, did they?
They did.
Oh
they
my
did.
god, I love Enter
It is
Shikari so much.
amazing. It's such a
Yeah.
good cover.
And
I
that
think
is
they've also got, instead of a piano, they got harpsichord. Is it called?
Yeah, I don't
It's,
know.
it's,
It sounds
it's qu-
sounds like it's awesome.
It's quite a
I'm
more
definitely-
it's more of a metallic noise than a piano.
nice. Yeah,
I think it's called a
I'm
harpsichord.
definitely gonna check it out because Enter Shikari do some good shit.
I've seen them live actually. They were really good.
Nice. Well, I can't see anyone fucking live these days.
Sucks to be you.
Well, I've been trying to see Catfish and the Bottlemen for like a year. Keeps getting cancelled.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that for ages.
It's been cancelled twice.
I can't lie. I don't like Catfish in the Bottle Man.
Yeah, but most of your music is like just intense, crazy metal. You know, like I've got a much varied music.
Broader.
taste,
Not
so-
really.
Well,
broader,
I've just
that's
told
it.
you- I've just
it's
told you
all
the good stuff I listen
subjective,
to.
really. I mean,
Yeah,
Ryan's
true.
going to put on some dubstep later, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
all right?
never expected that.
Yeah.
You got any music?
It's
You said you
good.
didn't, did you?
No, I haven't got any music.
Adam let us down as always. Okay.
What? All right.
Oh, mate, done him dirty there.
Time for some Reddit corner.
Rhys, speed through yours because we're running
Okay,
short on time.
so just to let everyone know, Reddit corner. Essentially, you find something funny, interesting, cool on Reddit, and then you just
yeah, just
share
something
it.
about Reddit. Just something
Because
about
there's
Reddit.
all sorts of random shit on Reddit.
Yeah.
So, okay, so basically, I found a subreddit called Ask Reddit. So there's YouTube videos everywhere where people basically take the questions that someone's asked, get all the answers, and put it into a video with like one of those
Oh yeah,
text to speech
automated
voices.
voice. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
it.
them.
So this is but some of the content is really good.
Yeah.
So Reddit, what gives you the feeling of power? So they're just asking people, anything that happens in your life where you just feel very powerful.
Yeah.
So some of the best answers here. First one, taking a big shit on the clock. So you're on the job, you've clocked in,
Oh, I see.
and just taking a big shit on the clock gives you like a massive sense of power because they're paying you to take a shit.
Yeah,
So that I thought that was a good answer.
I mainly just go at home.
Another one that
I
gives
don't-
someone a feeling of power
Yeah.
is sticking a fork into the electrical socket, which I thought was a smart answer.
Oh, well, very well done. Yeah.
Another one was getting my shitty posts upvoted on Reddit. Again, a smart answer because that post is going to get
That is
upvoted
some-
to fuck.
Irony right there.
Yeah. And this one went into a lot of detail, and it's my favorite
Yeah.
because the guy is self-aware, which I respect.
Mm.
So he starts. I'm a truck driver, lorry, semi, big rig, etc. Just the ability to shift gears and get around. The sound of the engine brakes groaning, the engine revving. It gives me that feeling of manliness and accomplishment most of us guys crave. Is it vain? Sure. Am I insecure? Possibly. Toxic view and masculinity? Indeed. But I love what I do. Beats working in a factory.
I don't
I
get
mean,
it.
that's a good. What do you mean? I just said the bit. He just described in great detail every aspect that turns him on about and makes him feel powerful about being a truck driver, and you goes, I don't get it.
Well,
He said, just the ability to shift gears and get around.
oh,
The
what? That
sound of
gets
the
him
engine
off.
brakes. Well, no, it makes him feel powerful, you know. And then he's like, but he's self-aware. He's like, is it vain? Sure. Am I insecure? Possibly.
Oh, as
But I
in like
love what
when
I do.
people have big cars and they go brum 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 brum.
Yeah, basically, he's driving around a lorry, and it makes him feel like a man, you know.
That's
But
when,
I
yeah.
just love the detail he went into, and the absolute honesty of calling himself vain, insecure, and he even admits he's got a toxic view of masculinity. So
I
kind of
like
respect his honesty.
I like the idea of a truck driver going, "Am I a bit vain?" You know.
As he brushes off the crumbs on his jacket, like.
Oh, like
And I
crust
just
in
love
his
the ending
beard.
as well. I just love the ending as well. Beats working in a factory.
I mean, it does. It
Yeah.
does. You can't
So
shift
that's
gears in a
my.
Let's
No,
just
you
get that
can't.
straight now.
Unless
Can't
you're
hear
driving a
that.
forklift.
Yeah. No, they don't have
Hang on,
gears.
does a forklift have gears? I was gonna say.
No, I
It
don't
might.
reckon so. If you know if forklifts have gears, let us know.
Or
Are
if
you
what
forklift
gives you the
certified?
feeling of power? Let us know.
Uh, we are jumping on to Would You Lie to Me, right?
Would you lie to me in that very
What?
specific phrase?
Yes. So in this little segment, um, we are going to spout out three little factoids. One of them is going to be a lie. It's our job to guess which one is which. Would you have you got one? Do you want
I've got one, yeah.
to? All right, sweet. You do yours.
Okay, so I'll give you both a guess at which one is true, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so right, fact one: Wales has more castles per square mile than any other country in the world.
Okay.
This is about Wales, by the way. I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
Well, we all live in Wales.
Fact
Yeah.
number two: Wales had the first road suspension bridge in the world.
Okay.
And fact number three: St George of England was actually Welsh. Do you want me to run those again?
Oh, those are difficult, man.
I'm gonna go
So-
for the second one is false.
I'll run through them again. Fact number one: Wales have more castles per square mile than any other country in the world. Two: Wales had the first road suspension bridge in the world. And three: St George of England was actually Welsh. So Ryan, you still sticking to the suspension bridge?
I'm still sticking to the suspension bridge.
I'm gonna go for the first one. Is a lie.
Wales has more castles per square mile than any other country in the
Yeah.
world. Okay, well, there was two chances there together, right?
Oh.
And you both fucked up.
What? So the George of
Uh,
England was actually English.
He was actually English, yes.
Oh,
But the
damn
reason
it.
why I did that is because St George of England. Yeah, but listen, there's a twist to the tale.
Yeah.
St George of England was English, but St Patrick of Ireland was Welsh.
Champion.
Ah. Okay.
Absolute
So
champion.
it's a fun little factoid there.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
And you both got it wrong.
Well, we won't count that one. That one was practice warm up. So here we go.
Alright, okay. I see.
So here's my one. Right. So fact number one: flowers grow quicker with music playing in the background.
Right.
Right. Whales, the mammals that sing
Yeah.
the wrong note get lost and live alone. Right. So
Okay.
the world record is fact number three. The world record for cloud counting is 7,986 in one day.
Okay.
Do you want me to run through those again? All right. So,
Yeah.
quick time. So flowers grow quicker with music playing in the background. That's fact number one. Whales
Yeah.
that sing the wrong note get lost and live alone. And the world record for cloud counting is 7,986 in one day.
Okay. I'm gonna
I thi-
say that the flowers growing with music is false. And I don't know what Ryan's gonna pick, but
I'm gonna go for whales get lost.
Okay, so Rhys, you're going for flowers go quicker is a lie. Ryan, you're going for whales,
yeah.
right? Well,
Yeah.
once again, you both had a chance to get that right, and you've both failed.
No, but like
We are
I was gonna
terrible.
say,
Yeah.
like I understand how difficult counting clouds would be. However, there are some incredibly dull, boring, stupid people in the world who have nothing better to do with their lives than
Yeah,
Plus,
but
sit on their ass, look out
it's a
their
world
window,
record, so
and
it
count
it didn't
clouds.
happen. It never
yeah.
happened. Um.
Well, guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
All right. So what we'll jump into real quick is, would you rather? I think you've got one,
Yeah.
and then
I've got one.
we will call it a day, and then be back sometime next week.
It's right. Okay, so it's quite a simple question, and it sounds like it's win-win, but then when you really think about it, it's like, eh. Okay, so
Is it the
would you
one you said
rather?
to me in work?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I told you half of it. So would you rather have a microchip in your head that allows you to listen to ad-free music just by thinking about it,
Oh, ad free.
or or have a microchip in your head that allows you to watch ad-free movies, only movies, so no TV shows, Adam or porn, Ryan,
God
Get
damn
again,
it.
just by thinking about it. So like obviously you're like, oh well, musical movies, but like there's certain advantages to each one as well, because like
so
at
so
least with the music you'll be able to see.
say it's implanted in my head, right?
Yeah.
And obviously you got to think about the song to play the song.
Yeah.
Say I get a song stuck in my head all day,
So,
or is it a case of I'm able to activate
no,
it
like
like
yeah,
I
you're
don't know,
able to like
just
you got control over it. You know, it's
right? Okay,
just
okay,
yeah. So it's either like you just hear it in your ear if you pick the music one, and no one
yeah.
else can hear it, and maybe you can only do it in one ear, so you can still hear people talking to you in the other ear.
Can you
Honestly, I
focus on
think I
other
would go
things?
for
I mean, it depends how well. It'd be the same as listening to music with earphones in, wouldn't it? Can you do other things while you're listening to music?
Just about.
true.
And obviously the other one, obviously, maybe you think movies might be better, but you got to keep in mind that if you're watching a movie in your head, you won't be able to see shit
You can't
like in the
drive.
real world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you certainly can't drive.
I think I'd have to go for the music one to be honest.
Yeah, I like the music one too. Just
um,
also because like, say someone's really pissing you off, you could just like play some music in your head and then just sort of smile and yeah, yeah,
Man
Monday,
and wave,
Tuesday,
boys.
happy days. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather go for music as well, I reckon.
Also, another aspect of the music one I thought is like if you're listening to music in your head, you can just sort of bob along and no one will think much of it. If you're sitting there like with nothing in front of you and you just burst out laughing because of a funny comedy scene, people are gonna be like, "What's wrong?"
You
Yeah.
do
You know what I
know
mean?
we work in Swansea, right?
Well, yeah, but still, we're not tramps, so there are certain standards we're held to.
Fucking speak for yourself.
What,
Yeah.
you're saying you are a tramp?
I'm from Neath, mate.
Oh, well, true.
Comes with the territory, doesn't it? You get a little
Exactly.
You
badge.
said it right. You said it.
No, you got a pin actually.
Oh, so you can shiv some people as well. All right.
Yeah.
Um. Well, I think that brings us to the end of the show.
It's been a good one. It's been a long one.
It has. I think this is the longest one we've done.
I think easily the longest, yeah.
Yeah, just
I'm
coming
here.
up to 3 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
we're not that crazy. Hey,
Um.
well, I was going to say to the listeners, if there are any left at this point, don't forget to listen, to like, subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah.
I just wanna thank Oscar again for subscribing with Prime.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolute champion.
Absolute boss.
Our first subscriber, you legend.
You'll
Absolute
always be
legend.
our first, Oscar. You will always be our first.
Nobody can take that from us. All right.
Nobody can. Nobody.
Nobody could take that from you, mate.
We wanted
Also,
it to be someone special, and it was.
we've got new followers. The Welsh Demon.
Nice.
Big up, yeah.
And that's it. And then there's you, Ryan. So.
Yeah. And obviously as well, you know, let's not just forget as well, if people have any suggestions for like segments or how to improve a segment, any ideas or recommendations, maybe if they got a speedy media themselves, throw them our way.
Get in touch.
We love
guys,
the feedback.
This is still really new to us, so obviously things are.
It's new
gonna
to
get
you, mate.
improving.
Fuck off.
Oh, look at Adam thinking Adam's such the expert. He leaves his mic on during the song.
No, I didn't.
Oh mate,
I left it on Messenger. I didn't.
Nah.
All right. I'll hear it in editing, and
yeah,
I'll
you'll
fucking...
hear it. Yeah.
Mate, I can tell you for a fact.
We'll see.
So thanks everyone who joined us for appeasing us for the last 2 hours. It's a big word there. We'll be back next week, hopefully.
Yeah, at some point. Thank you again. Goodbye
joining us.
from Adam.
Goodbye from me, Rhys.
Goodbye from me.
Lovely.
In a bit now, boys.
Ta-ra. Next time we'll play out with a song, but see you later. Bye.
In a while, crocodile.